Hello everyone and welcome back to Data Cloud Now's live coverage of Snowflake Summit in Las Vegas, the world's largest data and AI conference. I'm now joined by Rosemary DeAragon, Global Head of Retail and Consumer Goods at Snowflake, along with Patrick Kelly, Senior Vice President, Head of Product and Design at 8451. Such a pleasure to have you both on Data Cloud Now.
Thanks for having me. Really great to be here, yeah.
You know, Rosemary, to start, you are responsible for retail and consumer good clients at Snowflake and launched the Retail Data Cloud last year. What have been your biggest takeaways and what trends are you noticing in the industry?
So this year is super exciting for us. We have a lot of big announcements that we just made here at Summit around the National Retail Federation, IRI and NPD and Circana, Nielsen Media, and many, many others like Blue Yonder, LiveRamp, et cetera. So this is the year of kind of authority in the industry. We're bringing a lot of incumbent players that are now part of the Data Cloud, and that's super exciting for us because in March last year, we launched with all these SI partners and powered by partners, of course 8451 as well, and we're super proud to kind of bring the industry together and yeah, come back to Vegas to announce it all.
You know, clearly it's all happening. The energy, the excitement is playing all around us. You know, Patrick, 8451 is a retail data science, insights, and media company helping the Kroger Co., CP&G companies, agencies, and others. Can you walk the audience through your offering and how Snowflake helps deliver insights to over 62 million US households?
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks again for having us, Ryan. You know, as you mentioned, we're a data science, insights, and retail media company, and for us, our entire portfolio is centered around making a better experience that's more relevant and more inspiring for shoppers. And you know, that breaks down to a couple of different offerings for us. First and foremost, it's all foundational in our data asset. And data is big here at Snowflake, and so as well at 8451. And as you mentioned, 62 million households is representing over half of the United States. And as a Kroger wholly owned subsidiary, we have both an opportunity and responsibility to create a ton of value and opportunity for shoppers in doing that. So our portfolio is loyalty marketing. There's over 150 million customer touch points every year. Across those, over nearly 2 billion personalized offers that we send to those loyal customers. And we have a media business. We operate under the Kroger Precision Marketing brand, and that really started, I would say, a little over 6 years ago, and with the simple idea of creating a better advertising experience for shoppers and a better advertising experience for CPGs and for agencies. And we do that through creating better and more relevant audiences, through shopper advertising that's better and more relevant for shoppers, and a more accountable and business outcome oriented advertising experience because of our closed loop measurement. And then lastly, as you mentioned, our insights. It's always been a big foundation and a source of pride at 8451 that we understand shopper behavior through its entire path to purchase, in-store and online. And we work really closely with Snowflake in order to ensure that data collaboration and strategic collaboration is a meaningful part of how we bring that to life. Take data, actionable insights, and again, making shoppers' lives easier.
You know, great to have the scale at which 8451 is operating. I want to bring it to present day. You know, as we discussed, we're here at Snowflake Summit. The talk of Summit is very much Gen AI and LLMs. And question for both of you, what impact do you see this having on the retail industry? Rosemary, would love to start with your thoughts on this.
Yeah, I mean, I think that there's obviously a lot of hype and energy around Gen AI. AI has been around for a while. Actually, Patrick said that on stage earlier today, and I totally agree. The generative part is new, and the ability for these large language models to predict exactly, you know, how to generate the right content and put it into human conversable language, that's great. Now, we have to stop and see, you know, what is the enterprise application of that? I think when I saw GPT-3 and GPT 3.5, I was playing around with it. I think obviously it's got a lot of people excited because it's the first kind of D2C AI model that I think that a lot of people are really wrapping their heads around. But when I saw GPT-4, where you can now actually transact on another platform, that is life-changing for a shopper because it augments the way that customers can shop for items. So you can actually start to say, you know, show me a picture of a Thanksgiving dinner and add all those items or ingredients to my cart and actually say, transact and add those to my Instacart cart and actually, have that purchase happen. That is disruptive, and regardless of whether you think it's kind of a hype train or not, I think there's no question that it's going to disrupt how shoppers behave and potentially augment the ways that they shop. So I think for me, I think it's clear that it's going to be a disruptive technology. How enterprises implement it in such a way that it's highly governed, it's secure, and the intellectual property question is actually really interesting. That's going to be the next frontier of challenges that retailers face.
And I'm looking forward to exploring that topic in the future. Patrick, from your standpoint, would love your perspective as well.
Yeah, and you said it well, like the conference is just alive with the buzz of AI. It was really great to see Frank and Jensen on stage talking about the Snowflake and NVIDIA partnership that was just announced. And I really think about Gen AI and these large language models. There's really two sides of the coin. A lot of what Frank and Jensen talked about is being able to talk to your data. And like the idea of these large language models is it's predicting language. It's predicting sentences, and language is the medium by which we communicate as individuals and with technology. And so it's having and going to have a profound impact on I think all of technology. The other side of that coin is, it also reinforces the need for a data strategy, because models, AI, machine learning, predictive models, they're only good as the data that it stands on. And we've got a lot of pride in our data assets and data strategy, and we're going to continue to evolve our data strategy as well as our science strategy. Rosemary mentioned data science and machine learning is core to what we do. So this isn't about going 0 to 1 with AI, it's about a new category that's going to enable us to do new things. And we want to start with the business outcomes. We want to start with the right use cases. We don't want to be holding a hammer looking for a nail. And so we're really, really excited about it, but we also want to make sure that we have a responsible framework as to how we approach it. And so we're going to start with a lot of internal POCs that we're doing right now, internal pilots. Those are the lower risk opportunities to really explore the capability. And then from there, again, make sure that we have the right privacy and governance and standards so that we can integrate more and more of that capability into our offerings. And it's an understatement to say that we are very excited, and the industry is as well.
The great part about Summit is it's very much bringing the entire ecosystem together to solve these challenges collectively, which brings me into my next question. What's next in the world of data collaboration for retail and CPG? Patrick, if you'd like to kick us off.
Yeah, absolutely. Rosemary and I often talk about the best thing about data collaboration is when it actually takes technology off the table. When we engage with Kroger, when we engage with our CPG partners, we don't want our time, our energy, and our focus to be talking about technology. How do we share data? How do we collaborate? We actually want to be talking about the business,
and
the strategies, and the outcomes.
Right.
And so, working with great technologies like Snowflake, we're able to do that. We don't talk a lot about data sharing. We just do it. We take it for granted. And Snowflake and others, you really have continued to up the level of capability of, it's not just about data sharing, it's about collaboration. And that's collaboration on science and analytics and machine learning. And it's also changing the way that we interact with our clients and partners. Historically, Insights was really about, reports and web-based applications, and maybe some consulting engagements, and now it's about strategic partnership. It's about collaboration. How do we build science together? So it's actually deepening the relationships that we have with our clients and partners, and that's creating better business outcomes, and it's creating more impactful, relevant experience for shoppers, which again, that's what we're all about.
And having a positive impact on everyday citizens as well.
Absolutely, and the other thing too is with those internal use cases, yes, it's a lot about exploration, but we also want to make the lives of our own associates better as well. And so a lot of those early use cases, the co-pilot, for our developers, it's really attacking, how do you automate, operational manual tasks? How do you, assist associates with the work that they're already doing, and kind of super intelligent, augmentation of that, as well as content creation and content synthesis. I mean, the opportunities, we're just starting to scratch the surface on, and it is very exciting.
It's an exciting next chapter. Rosemary, I know we're coming to the top of this segment, but would love your thoughts as well on the matter.
I mean, quickly, I think the future is around bringing applications to where the data resides. So whether that be native applications with clean rooms or native applications built on Snowpark, I think that's going to be kind of where we see, and what I'm excited about for the future, is to make things even more seamless on the collaboration side, that you're not only getting the data where your data resides already, but you're also getting the applications from the ecosystem. So to me, like, I think that's super exciting, and with all the announcements that we've made this week, we're hoping that a lot of these big players see the writing on the wall and start to bring those applications onto Snowflake.
Well, it's been an absolute pleasure sitting down with both of you. I'm looking forward to seeing these trends play out over the coming months. Thank you so much for joining me on Data Cloud Now.
Thanks, Ryan.
Thanks, Ryan.
And for the audience watching, I'm Ryan Green with Data Cloud Now. We'll see you soon.